Okay, y'all, don't scalp me now. Don't scalp me now. We're a few minutes behind. My bad. How's everybody doing today? Welcome back to my Absolutely Fried podcast. My name is Jezabelle, and every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we get Absolutely Fried together on Kick and Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, hello. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you're more of a listener than a viewer, just know that this podcast is available to you on every streaming platform. So Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Samsung, Amazon, you name it, it's there. Just search Absolutely Fried, or you can also check the description for the links. Also, don't forget to follow the podcast on Instagram at Absolutely Fried Podcast. How are we feeling today? How is everybody feeling? Yeah, I know, my bad for being a little bit behind. Typically, when I get behind on stuff, like if I'm just running a few minutes late, I try not to rush myself, because when I rush myself, I forget everything. Suddenly, I didn't grab my joints, or I forgot my lighter, or I don't have my water. So I took my time, even though I was a little bit behind. But we're here nonetheless, so that's awesome. I feel like I start every podcast by saying this, but where the fuck do we even begin? Where do we even fucking start? Because it was just supposed to be, what would Jezabelle do Wednesday? Did y'all get the news? Did y'all get the fucking news? Liam Payne died today. And if you don't know who that is a member, or was a member, of One Direction. That's fucking insane. That is insane to me. To me, like, my brain, y'all already know how I feel about all this shit where it comes to, like, celebrities being exposed for something or celebrities passing away. Like, my brain, like, it just doesn't wrap around it. I feel as though, like, I'm, like, it's like being in shock. I'm just like, what? No, he's not. You're joking. Like, you're kidding. He's not actually dead. And, you know, in all honesty, this probably will not set in for me. This probably won't set in. Like, I hear you, and I understand that he has passed away, right? But my brain will probably just ignore the fact that that happened, and I will just continue existing as if he is still alive. And yeah, the whole reasoning behind his death, the whole, like, way that he passed away, he fell off of a balcony. I don't even need to say that I'm a tinfoil hat wearer. I don't think anybody needs to even say that, to just go ahead and assume that that's probably what didn't fucking happen. Do you know how fucking hard it is to fall off of a balcony? Like, let's just be fucking for real with each other for a second. Falling off of a balcony. Have you ever stood on a balcony? They quite literally build buildings and homes and balconies to prevent people from being able to just fall over them. That's not what happens. People don't just fall off. If people just fell off of balconies, don't you think that would happen more often? Like, that is crazy. Like, I don't know. But here's the thing that threw me even more. Hold on. I gotta take my first hit, because this is the part that threw me even more. Give me some time to do some research into this, okay? Because this all just came at me so fast. I find out he died. And then, like, an hour ago, I found out that there were accusations against him, like, a week ago. Apparently, his ex, I don't know if it's ex-girlfriend or ex-fiance, just his ex came out with, like, she posted a bunch of videos, I think, basically accusing him of just being a terrible person. He was apparently, I don't know if the word is grooming, but he had said to her that he specifically preys on One Direction fans because he knows that they basically won't, like, tell anybody. What? And she was talking about he has a Snapchat, and he has, like, all of these fans on his Snapchat, like, these people that he, like, messages, like, back and forth with. Like, give me a moment. What the fuck? Like, I just found out he died, and then an hour ago I find out that there was this video that she posted. I think it was, like, October 7th that she posted this shit, bro. So is there a correlation with this? I didn't read the news sources, I won't lie to you. When I saw that he had just passed away, to me, I was just like, oh oh my God, right? I didn't click on the articles to read it. But there's already news articles coming out about him having erratic behavior at the airport, like prior to him, quote unquote, falling off of the balcony. People are saying that he killed himself because of what she said. Yeah, so this whole situation is just fucked. Like, all of it, like, I'm literally, like, I don't even know what to think or how to feel. What the hell? Like, it feels like every celebrity now. Like, all the celebrities that we loved growing up, all the people that we listened to or watched on TV, it feels like we've all become adults now, and all of them are like being exposed for doing some crazy ass shit. And it's like, what the fuck? Why? Like, I literally, my brain isn't understanding. It's genuinely like not wrapping around this. 2024, I don't even know what's going on this year. This has to be like probably one of the worst fucking years. I mean, just not even just 2024, just like the past few years since 2020, everything's just gone down fucking hill. Since 2020, everything, all the celebrities that have died, everybody that's been exposed for everything. Like, I mean, like, it's a whole host of people. And I mean, like, nobody was safe because, you know, obviously you have the whole Diddy situation where like tons of celebrities are being exposed. And you're finding out that quite literally everybody in every industry that's a celebrity, and even the politicians and everything, are just out here doing crazy shit. But I mean, like, when I say nobody is safe, I'm sitting in the car, right? I feel like I'm having to skip every artist that comes on because an artist from like 2019 or something that I used to listen to comes on, and then I'm like, oh, they got an accusation. I gotta skip. I feel like this is like weird listening to the music now. It's like fucking crazy. I could see his death being a suicide, but I can't wait to find out more information about this. Like, I need time to do research into this. The whole videos that she came out with, people were saying that, oh, she's just doing this for like money and stuff, because apparently she just came out with like a book that's related to it or something about like her experiences or whatever. And people are saying that she's just doing this to make money from her book, but she's claiming that she didn't need any money. She was claiming that Liam didn't pay for anything while they were together, that she paid for everything. This whole situation just got me messed up because, first of all, I didn't even know about the accusations. And so what I experienced today was seeing that he passed away and like, okay, I get it. I'm a grown fucking woman, right? I'm a grown woman. But there was a part of me that was like thinking that there was going to be a reunion. I know I'm a grown woman, but I expected a reunion. You know, like those boy bands or any of those bands that like break up. When they get older, they do like a reunion kind of like tour where they all come together, where they're all older, and it's like this one last tour. Like I thought that was gonna happen. I didn't know when it was gonna happen, but I thought that it was gonna. What the fuck? Like, it's just too much. This is too much. All of it. Man. But yeah, it feels like every time I get on here, I feel like I'm starting everything with like, where the fuck do I even begin? Because every week something's happening, y'all. How are we? At least we have each other getting through this right now. He has a son. It's so sad. Yeah, no, all of it, the whole situation. All of it. Okay, y'all. Let's clear it. Let's move past it. I just felt like I couldn't begin this podcast without addressing that first, because I'm sure that all of us are like, what the hell? Okay? But I don't know. I can't tell if like, this is a thought that I had recently. I can't tell if all of this is genuinely like crazy stuff that's happening, or if we've just gotten older and we're just getting to that age where just like, you know, people start dying. Nah, I know, like, you know, people don't just start dying in their 30s and stuff, but you know, like, I remember growing up hearing my parents like have reactions to people that they listened to and being like, oh my God, such and such passed away, or da da da. Like, is it that we just got older? Is that what's happening? Like, I don't know. Or is this all genuinely actually crazy? No, I was not skipping the stream tonight because of Liam Payne. Okay, so I'm not the only one that has that thought that we're just getting older. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. Let's get past that. Rest in peace. You know, anyone that's feeling super moved by this, I hope that you're doing okay. The accusations and stuff, buddy, that's wild. I want to do more research into that because they were just accusations because they just came out. I don't know if they were even true. Not saying that they are or aren't. But yeah, I guess we'll see more in the coming next couple of weeks because there's definitely going to be more stuff that comes out about his death, what took place, what happened, where he was before, what was going on before that, messages that he had prior to the situation. So maybe this is something we'll touch back on in a couple of weeks after we get more information. But let's get into it. Today is Wednesday. It is a good day, y'all. Take a deep breath. It is a beautiful day. We are alive. We are feeling okay. We are doing okay. Today is What Would Jezabelle Do? Wednesday. Let me just go ahead and preface and say that anything that I give my opinion on tonight, if you have submitted something and it comes up tonight, this is not me telling you what to go out and do. Now, this is just my opinion. Please keep in mind that I am in fact cooked. And what you choose to do after you hear my opinion is on you, okay? That is completely your own choice, all right? If you are somebody that would like to submit to be featured on What Would Jezebelle Do Wednesday, if you have a question, a situation, or just want to get something off your chest, the link to it, if you're on Twitch, is going to be in the About section. You're going to click on the What Would Jezebelle Do link. And if you're on YouTube, just check the description. It's linked on every video. So doesn't matter if you want to submit today, Monday, Tuesday, whenever. It's always there and available for you to submit. Let's get into this because we've got some interesting ones. Let's start with, okay. I don't want to start with something serious because we just talked about something very serious. So let's try to start maybe a little bit more lighthearted. Let's do that. I have a friend that I love dearly who unfortunately has pretty terrible hygiene. I'm not going to get into details, but it is pretty noticeable. I don't know how to tell her. I'm sorry. I don't know how to let her know that she needs to fix it because when I go somewhere, because when I want to go somewhere with her, I feel like it looks bad on me being with someone who has poor upkeep on how they look and how they clean themselves. And I just want her to feel good as well. And I know it can't feel that good to have a funky ass. It is a pretty sensitive subject. So Jezebelle, what would you do? Now, I feel like this is something that we kind of touched on last episode where I told y'all when it comes to hygiene, I take that very seriously. And I will not walk around with somebody who smells bad. I will straight up be real with you. I'm sorry. Funky ass is crazy. I take it seriously. Like I said, I keep perfume, gum, mints. I keep the little Listerine strips. Sometimes I have the breath spray. I have little mini deodorants, lotions, hand creams, the whole 9 yards. I have it on me at all times. So here's the thing. If it's a sensitive subject, it's a sensitive subject and you don't want to just outright say something to her, I don't know, just carry the stuff on you and just merely suggest. Be like, hey, spray some perfume on yourself. You want some perfume, girl? You want some perfume? And then just give her a little spritz, right? Just a little spritz. Or maybe when she turns around to walk away, right behind her, right? And then just act like you sprayed it on yourself. That's something. Okay? You could say, let's have a competition, okay? Who could put deodorant on the fastest? And then you hand her a stick of deodorant. That one she might be able to pick up on, though, okay? My problem is that you're saying visually, she also just looks unclean. Personally, I wouldn't want to walk around with somebody who visibly looks unclean either. I might just be somebody that doesn't want my friends to be down bad, but I would say something. If sensitive subject or not, you sit them down and you say, this is an intervention. We need to talk. Baby, you stink. And not only do you stink, but you look like you stink. So what can we do right now? Do you want me to brush your hair? Are you struggling? Do you want me to wash your hair for you? Like, let's go to the sink. Let's go to the bathroom right now and I will wash your hair in the sink and we could put on some music. Maybe girl time. Make it girl time. If you're old enough, serve each other some wine. Enjoy yourself. Make it a little party, okay? But no, you should definitely be honest. You should definitely be honest. And I say this because, it might hurt their feelings, but it's going to hurt their feelings even more if you just stop hanging out with them because they stink. That's definitely going to hurt them even worse, to be honest with you. And I know that if I were in a situation, if I was smelly, because y'all know I love eating onions, okay? If I smelled bad and I was hanging out with somebody and they didn't tell me, I'd be pissed off. I would, in fact, want someone to tell me that I do not smell good. So it's a sensitive subject, but my opinion, what would Jezabelle do? She would tell her, because real friends tell each other that. If that's your friend, then you will most definitely tell them. Have y'all ever had a smelly friend? I don't know if I've had friends whose breath didn't smell good, but obviously I offered them gum, and if it was a consistent thing, then I brought it up. But I don't think I've ever been around somebody, like had a friend that like stunk. I don't think I've ever had that, which I am so grateful for. I'm so grateful. Y'all have had friends like that? I have not, and I'm so grateful for that because, this is an awkward conversation to have. That is such an awkward conversation. You had a booger friend. What do you mean by that? What the fuck does that mean? The hell is a booger friend? Did they eat their boogers? Hold on, elaborate on that one. Wait, hold on a second. What is a booger friend? What? One that has boogers. So, like, what does that mean? I'm confused. They don't wipe their nose. Are you talking about those people who get like crusty around their nose and stuff? Like they'll be sniffling and stuff and like you can see like a snot bubble. But I haven't seen that since elementary school. If I saw a full grown fucking adult walking around like that, are you serious? Get a fucking grip. That is crazy. Immediately would give them tissue and tell them to wipe that shit. That is crazy. A full blown adult walking around not blowing their nose is insane. I'll pick my nose. I'll be real with you. I will in fact pick my nose. I have done it. Now, see, I don't try to do it in a public setting. Like, if I'm in my car or something, like, I will, like, it's easier to grab it real quick and then put it in a napkin. That could be easier, unless it's, like, something big. But, like, I keep my nose clean. It's awkward. If you have boogers, like, that's a fear of mine, like, talking to somebody and having boogers and, like, because, like, they're not going to say something. If you're talking to somebody you don't know, like, they're not going to be like, hey, by the way, you got a booger. They're going to have the entire full conversation with you, and in their brain, they're going to be thinking, this person has a booger, but I'm going to ignore it. I'm just going to ignore this right now. And I know that because that's my reaction. That is, in fact, my reaction. The only time I say something is if I know the person. I'll be like, oh, you got a booger. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. I've never had a booger friend. That's crazy. I didn't even know that was a thing. The fact that a couple of you knew what that was, that's regular? Oh, my God. Okay, let's get into the next one. Where should we go? Okay, this one's kind of crazy to me. This person says, what would you do if you had been lying to your parents about being in college for the past couple of years? You're now a junior, supposed to graduate next year, and we're expecting to move out by now, but was unexpectedly laid off. Okay, let's take a hit real quick, actually, because I could use another one. 3 years. That's not even like you just put it off for 1 year. 3? 3 years you lied to your parents. Where the fuck did they think you were at? No, hold on a second. I've heard of people lying to their parents, but it was only typically for like a semester or max a year. But we're talking 3 years here. There's a lot that comes along with being in college. It's not just disappearing and going to classes, right? There's parties, there's functions, there's things that you go and do with classmates and stuff, right? Basketball games, football games, like, were you faking the whole 9 yards for 3 whole years? Look, you got 2 options, but I'm gonna be real with you. two options if you don't want to tell your parents that you've been fucking lying to them. Your options are, here we go. You could enroll yourself in school right now. Like right now. Enroll yourself in school and try to get as many credits in as you can. And then just come back to your parents and be like, dude, like, I don't know what the heck happened. Like, my school messed up. Like, I thought that I was taking enough credits, but there's a lot more that I wasn't taking. So I'm actually going to be stuck in college for like, they're saying like another year or so. You know what I mean? You can kind of push it a little bit, and your parents might be like, damn, that sucks, but okay. All right, hun, like, it's good. Okay. You got that one, right? Your other option is you could just say, I'm dropping out. I got to drop out. Like, I need a mental health time. Like, I can't handle this right now. Like, I think I might flunk my classes. Like, I think I need to just take a break. Okay. And I guess then you wouldn't have to go through with graduating. Those are your two options, really, unless you want to just turn around and tell them straight up, I have been lying to you. But you know what? If my fucking kid came to me, hold on, who was paying? Because was the money going somewhere? Like, were they paying? Or like, were they under the impression that you were paying? Or were they under the impression that you were on scholarships? Because if I thought my child was in college and it'd been 3 fucking years, right? 3 damn years, and they come to me and they're like, actually, I've been lying, I'd be mad. I'd be fucking pissed. I can't even lie to you. I probably wouldn't talk to my kid for a minute. I'd need a break from my child. I actually would not be able to speak to my child for probably like at least a month. I for real would not talk to them for like a month. Because how do you lied to my face? Not for like, we're not talking about something small like a semester. 3 years? Like, did you make up friends and everything? Because I remember coming back from college, like talking to my parents like, oh, such and such, we're such good friends. Like, da da da. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to this party. Like, we're going to have fun. And then like my parents would ask me about like memories I was making and what I was doing, right? And I'd just be divulging all of it. Did your parents just never have a conversation with you? Or talk to you how your classes were going? Like, how deep did the lie go? Were you just telling them I'm just in school? Or would you come home and be like, oh, like, fuck, calculus was so hard today. Damn, with the triangles and shit. Fuck. Oh, wow. And my English teacher, oh, fuck, teaching me English. That shit was hard today. Like, what did you say? What the fuck did you come home and say to your parents? Because it doesn't sound like you were living in the dorms. It sounds like you're living at home. And it sounds like you might not be living at home for much longer. Like I said, I need a break from my child. Damn, I'm not the type of person that believes in like kicking your kids out, right? But like, you're what, like 21, 22? I might have to. I need a break. A month. You're going to have to go somewhere else for a month. I can't even lie. You're in a fucked up situation right now. Buddy, I don't know, man. My opinion, just, but what would you do? I don't know. Disappear, change my name? What the fuck? Hell no, that's crazy. That's insane. I really wonder. We need an update on that situation, by the way. Whichever way you choose to go with, please, person, if you are watching this, please update us on that one. Oh my God. Okay. You ready to get into a fucking crazy one? Because I've got some fucking crazy ones on here. I say we get into these fucking crazy ones, y'all. All right, boom. Oh my God, this one is so fucking crazy. The fact that somebody asked me this one's crazy, y'all. Everybody take a hit. I'm so serious. Everybody take a hit right now because you're going to fucking need it. I'm so serious. Take a hit. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. Hi. So I met this guy from Tinder in 2023. But January of this year, I got admitted into a psych ward for 3 weeks. When I got out, I started texting him again, but he became very distant. After 9 months, we decided to meet up again, and he told me he was seeing and sleeping with other people. I can't even read that, dog. I can't even read it. I want to baby trap him so he won't go anywhere. Do you think baby trapping him would be a good idea? P.S. He has no idea I went to a psych ward. Baby. I think you need to go back. I think that you either need to go back or you need a refund. Let me just go ahead and answer the first part of it, okay? And this isn't an opinion from Jezabelle either. This is just blatant fact. This is just fact. Like, you could Google it. Like, on Google, if you Google is baby trapping okay, it's gonna just pop up. It's gonna say no, baby. It's gonna say no. So, blatant fact. I'm gonna tell you right now. Should you baby trap anybody? No. 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 No, okay. No. All right. Look, this is an easy situation, babe. Look, this is an easy situation. All right. Boom. You met the guy on fucking Tinder. Of course he's been hooking up and sleeping with other people. That is not Match.com. That's not Christian Mingle. That is Tinder. I'm pretty sure that Tinder is only for hooking up. People who just end up in relationships after Tinder, that just happens. That was not the planned idea. That was just completely accidental. Okay? Baby trapping is definitely not what you should do. I think that you should just move on. I think that you should let it go, because you know what? That situation is just not for you anyway. He's already been with other women. It's just not for you. Just move on and maybe hit up your therapist. Hit up a psychiatrist or something, you know? And somebody who will listen to you talk and can give you professional help. But baby trapping is definitely not the first way you should go. Is that illegal? That should be illegal. That definitely should be illegal. Somebody tell me, is that illegal? No, because because here's the thing. Even if you did trap him with a baby, but he's gone. He's gone. He's not coming back. I'm going to just keep it real with you. Because you know what? If it were me, I'd be gone and I'd not be coming back. If somebody attempted to baby trap me, buddy, I'd be changing my name. Change my name, dye my hair. I'd be done. I'd even invest in the plastic surgery and I'd move to a different country. I won't even lie to you. If someone baby trapped me, that is not my baby. That is not my baby at all. If you just accidentally get pregnant, then I don't think it's illegal. Yeah, no. But I'm not talking about accidental pregnancy. We're talking about somebody preying on another person. Like, this is premeditated. This is not accidental. This is premeditated and against his will. That's got to be illegal. That's crazy. The fact that it's not illegal is crazy. That's insane. That's like one of those situations where it's like something should be illegal. Why is that not illegal? That's insane. Because y'all know what would happen? Like, let's just be real for a second. Do you know what would happen in court? Like, if somebody like baby traps somebody and then takes them to court for like for what's it called? Child support. Child support. Like, they're gonna get child support. That's insane. Hello? Somebody said, y'all remember when Drake put hot sauce in the rubber and a girl burnt her cat because she tried to trap him? Hot sauce in the rubber. Oh my God. That's fucked up. I mean, like, her trying to trap him is like fucked up. But hot sauce in the rubber. Oh my God. Oh my God. How do you recover from that? Because, like, I imagine, did she do it in his home? Like, did she do it in his home? Can you imagine, like, having just done the deed with him, right? And, like, he goes to leave the room real quick, and you grab some juice to ingest the other mouth, right? Ingest through the other mouth, the other lips. And then you scream because it's burning. Yeah, there's no way you're not screaming on that one. No way. He just walks into the room and is like, yep, I knew it. That is crazy. Do you still get her an Uber home? Or do you just kick her out? Damn. Oh my God. Oh my God. What would Jezabelle do Wednesday is going to be played at court. That's insane. If that gets used as evidence against somebody. That is crazy. Yeah, just to wrap that one up real quick again, I just want to remind everybody, baby trapping is in fact not okay. Just in case there was a debate on that one, it is definitely not okay. Let's just go ahead and leave that one behind now. We can move on. Should we keep going to the crazy ones? Let's do something normal. Let's go back to something normal. But you know what? I think it's important to educate people on this because I think that this is a very, what's it called? Not original experience. Is it really that sad that I have never climaxed during sex, not even once? And I am 23 years old. No. Because I keep it real with you, girl. Sex for a lot of men is penetration and nothing more. Just stab, right? And sometimes, and most of the time, like fucking jackrabbits. That shit does not feel good most, like, you know, like if they, like that shit does not feel good. Getting stabbed repeatedly. And you know, some people might think, well, sex is penetration. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not saying that all penetration hurts, but being fucking stabbed fucking hurts. Does not feel good at all. Especially there's motion in the ocean, you know, there's like a little wave you gotta do. There's a way to do it. There's a right way to do it. But here's the thing. Nonetheless, move on from that. This isn't stroke class. A very, very small percentage of women, like it's rare basically, to only be able to climax from penetration. So if you're sleeping with like guys that aren't the best at what they're doing and all they know is penetration, you're not gonna climax. There's more to it. You got to get into the rubbing, you know? That's why this one might sound familiar. And if you're a man and don't know this, you are about to find out. A lot of women like to ride because of the fact that that is a position that most women can climax in. Riding is a position that, you know, like I'm sure there's men that have heard women say like, oh, I can only climax in that position because it's one of the only positions that provides you with adequate rubbing. You know, if you've noticed when a woman goes to ride, it's not like how a man would imagine that she goes to ride. You know, like I feel like a man thinks up and down, right? But for a woman, when she's like riding, the perfect way for her to ride is more like forward, backwards motion. That right there, that is it. So if you are saying that you are 23 years old and haven't climaxed yet, I say switch positions. Switch it up. Or, so let me verify. She said climax during sex. Okay, I wanted to verify that one. Because if it was just period, haven't climaxed, I was about to say, oh. But it's only hasn't climaxed during sex. Yeah, switch positions. Switch it up. And men, educate yourself. Educate yourself a little bit because there's a lot of men out there that also like understand like, oh, okay, like I have to also do the rubbing. But it's almost as if they're trying to like give you carpet burn on your bean. You know, like it doesn't feel good. How do I even explain this, honestly? Because the bean is like so fucking sensitive. You should not be putting just your bare hand just straight up on it, pushing and just fucking going to town. Like that does not feel good. That hurts. That does not feel good. And when your girl is doing that thing where she's trying to like move away and she's like, like, no, it doesn't feel good. She is, in fact, it hurts. It hurts and she's moving away. Like it's not good. Okay, there's a certain way to do it. Trust me, the best thing you can do, in all honesty, is communicate, is ask. That is the best thing that you can do. Yeah, they don't know how it feels. That's why, like, I wish that there was a way to like explain to them how sensitive it is. Like, If like, girl, I don't even know how to say it. Like, if you just take one finger and you touch it like a little bit too much, it's like, oh, stop it, you know? And not a good stop it. It's like, actually stop it. It's too much sensation. So I don't know. I say try writing. That's a great start where it comes to climaxing. So if you're somebody that struggles to climax and you're not somebody who rides, I say try it a little bit. Might change your life. Okay. Okay. We're going to get into another one that I feel like is going to be a learning moment for a lot of you, an educational moment that I feel like most people should know. But maybe you don't. It's like kind of the number one thing that you don't do when you work a job, and it's sleep with your coworkers. To preface this girl works at a restaurant. Who would have guessed? Oh, who would have guessed? Earlier this year, I had a fling with a coworker, we'll call him Jim, that ended up ghosting me after he quit. He has a brother, we'll call him Paul, who still works with me, that has recently gotten friendlier. Paul doesn't know I had a thing with Jim, but he was able to get my number because I lost my phone and I had him call it. He ended up texting me. Should I entertain it? Let me just tell you something right now. Paul does know you slept with Jim. Paul, in fact, does know that you slept with Jim. If you think that, because all three of you were working in the restaurant, you are pretty much, I'm gonna assume, around the same age, okay? If you think the first thing that Jim, if you seriously think that the first thing that Jim didn't do was go home and tell Paul exactly who he slept with and what he did, then you're baby, I mean it with so much love. But you are a little bit slower. Because do you have siblings? Does anybody out there have siblings? Because for me, buddy, I remember when me and my brother, when we still lived together, buddy used to come home and he would tell me, oh, so you know that one girl? I'd be like, yeah. He'd be like, I fucked her. Dap him up. That's awesome, bud. Great job. Good for you. And I'm a girl. Can you imagine how detailed he would have gotten if I were a boy? He would have came home and he would have been like, do you know what happened to my dick yesterday? Bro, if you think that Paul doesn't know, you are sadly mistaken, okay? Jim definitely divulged it, and not only divulged it, but probably divulged every single detail. And after he left, that's when Paul started messing with you because his brother was like, okay, cool, it's your turn, bud. That's what took place. That is definitely what's happening right now. Paul has gotten friendlier with you because his brother's no longer around. So now he can have dibs. Because think about how awkward it would have been if Paul tried to make a move on you while Jim was still working there. That would be pretty fucking awkward because then you'd probably be like, oh, like, you haven't seen me and your brother like sometimes be flirty, or they're plotting. Exactly. That's exactly what this is. This was a plot. Because let me tell you right now, watch. Turn him down. Just don't even text him back. Okay? Don't even text Paul back. Just leave the whole situation alone, right? I want you to not text him back and just don't even entertain any of the friendliness. Watch him move on to the next girl. The reason why he went after you is because Jim told him, look, buddy, I fucked her. And so Paul wants to fuck down. He's like, well, who's gonna let me? You. So I'm gonna just keep it real with you. I definitely would not do that. You should never sleep with your coworkers. It is never a good idea. Never, ever, ever a good idea. It is probably one of the most awkward things that you could do. It never ends good. I don't know anybody that has slept with a coworker and it was good. It was weird. You know, I've never slept with a coworker, but I have flirted with coworkers. Never slept with, but I have flirted. And let me tell you something, just flirting alone, that always ended fucking weird because I knew I wasn't going to pursue anything. It was harmless flirting. And then maybe they'd end up getting a girlfriend or something. I'd immediately stop. And just being around them is weird. Just being around them is awkward. It's not fun. So just leave it alone, bud. Leave it alone. Oh. I mean, honestly, This is coming from a place of somebody who doesn't believe in sleeping with coworkers. If you're somebody that just completely ignores that, like, my opinion aside, second opinion kind of ish, if you don't give a fuck, then okay, more power to you. Go ahead. Just know that they do know that they're both going to be sleeping with you. Okay. But if you don't mind that, if you're perfectly fine with fucking two brothers, I say go for it. I don't mean this in a bad way. It sounds like you really wouldn't mind. I mean, for a fact that Paul is Jim's brother and you're still like, should I entertain it? Like, it sounds like you don't care. And honestly, if you don't care, why not? That's my second opinion. So I guess I have two opinions on that. If you don't give a fuck, go for it. Your coworkers literally had a baby this year. That's insane. Was it on purpose? Like, are they together now? Or was it that they slept with each other and then fucking... Oh my God. Okay, next one. Let's see what we got. Ooh, all right. And let's get into a fucked up one. I say we circle into the next fucked up one. Here we go. I'm so glad that they started off with this first sentence. They said, "Hi, Jez. Long story short, is it wrong to knowingly sleep with a man that has a girlfriend?" Oh my God. I work at a coffee/donut shop, and this man who is 20 plus years older than me, I'm 23, has been coming to see me at my job for 4 months. I know the sexual chemistry is crazy. Like, this man is so sexy, and I found out he's a Scorpio. I guess that has... Okay. He's as intense as they get. He's outwardly told me he has a girlfriend of 7+ years, but no kids with her. But he also happens to have 3 other children. I'm not looking for anything serious with this man, of course, but looking to fulfill a fantasy. It's not a fantasy to sleep with a man with a girlfriend, because I keep telling him no because of the girlfriend. But at this point, I'm wondering, why do I care more about his relationship than him? Just to answer the question, it is wrong. Again, this isn't an opinion. This isn't an opinion. For you to be asking me for, this is what would Jezabelle do, like her opinion. There's not an opinion here. This is quite literally just no. You should not sleep with somebody that is in a relationship. I'm glad that you haven't slept with him yet. Y'all, she hasn't slept with him. She did say that she has been telling him no because he is in a relationship, and that's not her fantasy. It sounds like her fantasy is to just sleep with an older man, and this just so happens to be the attractive older man that has come into her life, right? But the thing is, he is in a relationship of 7 years, and also I'm feeling a little bit odd in this situation because you say he's 20 plus years older than you. He's got 3 kids, not with his current girlfriend. How many baby mamas does he have? Is this something he does often? Does he just go around to different coffee shops or something, or try to find younger women that'd be down to sleep with him? This whole situation sounds very odd. That girl, 7 years? 7 years? Okay, because let's be real with each other. And I'm not shitting on anybody here, but once you get to about 7 years... that's typically when, like, a girl starts to be like, okay, like, we're not married yet. What's going on here? That's when 7 years is when the girl starts questioning stuff. So that girl is already probably in her fucking head. Sleeping with this man, you saying, why should I care about his relationship more than him? It's not really that you're caring about his relationship. It's that you're being considerate of the fact that there is another woman out there that this man goes home to every night. Kisses, tells that he loves her, probably tells her that they're going to get married, probably gives her all these ideas and possibilities that they have in their future. She has known him for 7 whole years. This woman has probably committed in her brain that this will be the man that she's going to be with for the rest of her life. That's probably what's going to happen. In her head, that's probably what's going on. She's probably thinking that we'll have a baby one day. She has probably planned everything around it. 7 years, you don't just give somebody 7 years. That to her, he is her life in her head, most likely. So it's not that you're caring more about his relationship. You're just being a decent human being. That it's like bare minimum. You know, because if everybody thought the way that you thought, which is pretty much like, just fuck you, fuck everybody else. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's a very selfish, I won't lie to you, a very selfish thought to think, well, why should I care about the relationship? If everybody thought in that type of way about everything, the world would be just fucking chaos. Everybody would only care about themselves. Can you imagine a world where literally nobody like genuinely cares about how anybody else is affected or feels? Buddy, that's not... With love, that's fucked up. But I get it. Sounds like you're really fucking horny. I say let the fantasy go. Hop on Tinder. And, you know, make the age range just be older. There you go. You figured it out, you know? Not only that, I'm sure you could just scroll online, find a guy that lives in your area, lives in the same state as you, that's older and single. Boom, there you go. I just don't see the point to have to specifically go after this man. There's definitely sexy older men out there that are in fact single. I say go for that one. Go for that one. Oh my God, the am I the asshole Reddit account, like a Reddit thread? Yeah. No, this one would have been crazy on there. They would have ripped this person to shreds on Reddit. Don't put that one on Reddit. If you put that one on Reddit, you're going to have to delete your account. You'd probably get death threats. Oh no. All right, let's see what else we got going on in here. Let's see what else we got. Which one do I talk about? Ooh, this one. This also sounds like something common that a lot of people might go through. And I'd like to get y'all's opinion on this also. This one's going to be fucked up. Trigger warning for men, because so I've been low-key dating this guy. Low-key. Hold on a second. I've been low-key dating this guy for 3 years. What do you mean low-key? How do you low-key date somebody for 3 years? Low-key date somebody for 3 years. And lately, whenever I'm with him, I've been getting in moods where everything he does disgusts me. He would chew/smack loud as fuck, drives slow, breath smells like shit sometimes, and is cheap. And I feel like I hate him in the moment. Other times I feel like I love him, but I don't know. I feel like I'm crazy. I kind of want to stop talking to him. I just feel like I do love him in some way. Oh my God, that hashtag, I hate my boyfriend or something like that. And then there's a I hate my girlfriend one. Yeah, no. So it sounds like you do in fact hate the person that you're with. But you know, do y'all live together? You've been with this guy for 3 years. Do you live together? If you live together and you're experiencing all of this, then my next question would be, are you in the roommate phase right now? That roommate phase is deadly. That's where most couples break up. That is where most couples break up. 3 years is typically the time that you hear for everybody. Around 2 to 3 years is the breakup point, because that's usually when, you know, people start arguing a bit more, and then you kind of find out if you guys are able to communicate or not. And if the communication does not shine through in that third year, like I think 3 years is known as like the arguing phase. Like you spend your third year, like it's going to be some shit for a lot of people. So 3 years, a lot of people don't make it past that point. But if you're living together, and a lot of people I found at like 3 years have typically been living together for a while. As I've gotten older, I've learned that a lot of people move in like a lot sooner than I thought. They move in like within like the first year, and no, that's fine. You know, I hear people that are in incredibly successful relationships that moved in within like a fucking week of dating and they're doing great. So, you know, it's different for everybody. But usually you've been living together for at least 1 to 2 years. And you know, when you're in that phase, or if you're in that phase, you'd probably end up disliking a lot of the stuff that the person does. Not because you actually hate it or hate them. It's just that you kind of get tired, you know, and usually space, therapy, communicating heals it, but not for everybody. What are the downsides of living together? Well, if you're not communicating well, and if you're not communicating well, then that's one reason. Because like if you're living together, assuming you're in like a one bed, you're just not really anywhere you can go to get away from each other. You're kind of just gonna have to sit in opposite rooms or sit in the same room and just ignore each other, which is pretty awkward. People actually do that. Also, if the other person doesn't keep up with your expectations of cleanliness, that's a big one I've seen for a lot of people. That one is a downside for some people. But you know, these are all things that I feel like you can get over. You could like tell them like, okay, you need to clean this. I feel like, in my opinion, if you really love somebody, there's not really any downsides of living together. To be honest, I see a lot of upsides. I know a lot of women get their rent paid for, but if you're not somebody who is getting their rent paid for, usually you're going half and half on shit. Having rent be half the price, that's a fucking godsend. Half-priced rent, half-priced groceries, half-priced meals. That's amazing. That's fucking amazing. But if you really love the person that you're with, there's not really any downsides, to be honest. But no, this woman, you sound like you hate him, because you're saying he drives slow, but he's probably just going the speed limit. That's what sucks, is he's probably just doing the speed limit. Or how much you want to bet he's probably going like 5 over, like he's driving normally, but she's just like every little thing that he's doing, like she is just getting pissed off at it. So what it sounds like, and you're saying like he chews loud as fuck, like he smacks, like this all sounds like he's actually not doing anything, but like you just are annoyed by him right now. So everything that he does, you're not happy with it. I would say, depending on how long this has been going on, it might be time to leave. If this has been going on for a while, I don't know, you might just not like the guy anymore. But I don't know, if you want to give it a chance still, I say think about your relationship and ask yourself, okay, like what's going on outside of it? Like, are we going on dates? Am I happy with where things are at? Are we communicating well? Because if you're not doing any of that, then it makes sense that things aren't going to work out for you guys. I'm sorry, hold on a second. What did I just say? Oh, if you're having issues like that, then you can narrow it down and talk to each other. My bad. Did not mean to say that you guys are just not going to work out. You could definitely work that. You could work through that. But if you don't feel like working through that, or you feel as though there's no actual problems going on, then buddy, it's time to let it go. Let's see what else we got, because we got a few more minutes. We've got time. This one's a crazy one. Damn, we might be ending on a crazy one. Here we go. Jez, what would you do if you caught your partner of 3 years buying OnlyFans while you're currently 8 months pregnant? You can't abort at that point, I'm pretty sure. That's a full-grown baby in there. What? Hold on, y'all. What do we do? Look, girl. Adoption is an option. You can give that thing up. You don't have to keep it. Yeah, assuming that you don't really have any emotional attachment to it, you can in fact get rid of it. Just not the first way, but the second way, you know, like you can give up for adoption. If you choose to keep the child, do you want to stay with him? Fuck. Blackmail him. You can't. That's how would you even leave? Don't go. You know, it's a lot easier said than done, to just leave because, you know, one, she's like, I'm stressing for her. Like, I'm over here like, oh, hold on a second. Like, it's a lot easier said than done, especially if this is her first time being a mom. If this is her first time being a mom, like, not only will she most likely financially not be able to support herself right now, or her and a child right now, like, she's gonna have to take care of the kid. She's gonna go and give birth to that child and have to take care of that kid. We better pray that she has a support system at home. You know, like, we can't just operate under the assumption that her parents will take care of her, will help her, you know, will take her in. It's a lot easier said than done. And then there's not even that, just the emotional aspect and idea. Can you imagine how scary it is to be in a relationship with somebody, get pregnant, go through with the pregnancy, be thinking you're going to be raising a family together, and then find out something like this right before giving birth? Emotionally, like, mentally, she was prepared to have somebody helping her take care of this child. Now, like, she has to think about the idea of taking care of it completely on her own. That's not easy. That is not easy at all. Why does he feel the need to be on OnlyFans? I don't know. I don't really think that even matters, to be honest with you. But the thing is, OnlyFans, I hate that it got invented. I really do. Do you know how many relationships get affected by OnlyFans? I had a very close friend who had been in a relationship for years, but she'd been in a relationship with this man for like a little over 2 years. Mind you, she had upped and moved to this city on her own, right? Left everything behind, moved to the city to pursue this like career that she wanted, okay? And then they started long distance dating, and then she moved him from where from her old city to her new city, and she paid for everything. She paid for the bills, food, everything. Like, he didn't get a job or anything. Like, he was just living with her. And she had stated clear boundaries with this man, that she was not okay with him watching porn or anything like that. She actually had stated these. He turns around and goes on OnlyFans and is viewing women and is paying for stuff, right? But this isn't the only thing that he's doing. The part that really got her, you know, she told me she could have gotten past the fact that he's like watching porn. She would have possibly been able to get past that fact, but it was the fact that the women that he was viewing looked nothing like her at all. We're talking, she said, completely different body type, completely different race, different hair, different everything, like the complete opposite of what she is and what she looks like. And that was the part that made the relationship so difficult. She had stayed with him after that. And when I tell you that for the next year that she talked about the relationship, they was just arguing. It was just arguing, and they were having problems and going back and forth with each other, and her kicking him like in and out of the house. It was just problem after problem. And it all stemmed from the root of that, I believe, that she became so incredibly insecure in her relationship. And I remember after her telling me about it, she only really brought it up like once or twice more after that. And it would just be months later after they just have all these big arguments. And we would sit down, we'd go out to eat, we'd like be talking. And she'd be like, you know, honestly, like, I just feel like really insecure about myself because of that, just stemming from that. And when she talked to him about it, like, he didn't really think, like, he knew that it was messed up, but I feel like men don't completely understand the impact that it has on us. At least I like to think that they don't understand the impact, because if there's any way in their brain that they understand how they're making their significant other feel, and they're fine with that and go through with it, that's crazy. Like, I just imagine that that's not real. I have to tell myself that they don't know the actual impact. And to them, when they're doing it, they genuinely think like, this is only porn. That's it. This is only porn to me. Meanwhile, it is not to the woman. It is a lot fucking more than that. If I were in your situation and I caught my partner of 3 years buying OnlyFans content while I was 8 months pregnant, I can't really give you an opinion on that. There's a lot more that plays into it, because this is a real life situation for you. I can easily tell you that I would just up and leave, the same way that some people have suggested, just leave. You kind of need to sit down and ask yourself what it is that you want in this situation. Because the thing is, if you choose to stay, you may resent him for the rest of your life. You could choose to stay and work through this, go to therapy and get over this and work through it. You know what I mean? Maybe you turn around and you tell him, hey, like, I really don't like that you did this. And he turns around and he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I had no idea, and stops completely. That is a possibility. If you feel so distraught over this and you have a support system, like, parents, grandparents, or aunts, uncles, cousins, or anybody that'd be willing to help you raise the baby, like, these are all different situations, but all of these very much impact your life greatly. But the only person that can make this decision is you, because it's your life. Okay. But what I want you to know is that whatever decision that you make, you can get through it. If you choose, don't just choose not to leave because you're scared of being alone. You'll get through it. There are so many single moms out there that thrived in life, that did great things, that lived beautiful lives, have done amazing things, didn't need the father, and met somebody way better. You don't have to stay, right? But I also want you to know that if you do choose to stay, it's okay. Because it's about what's going to work for you, okay? That's the best opinion that I could give in this situation. I can't really tell you exactly what it is to do, and I don't even want to give my 2 cents on what I would do, because there's too many things that play into it. There's a lot that probably went on in your relationship that I don't know about, whether it be good or bad. I don't know. So I can't really give you, that's the best that I've got for you. I just want to say that I hope that you're doing okay. Take some time to yourself. If you do have family that you can't stay with, maybe take a break for a minute. That's what I would do. I would take a break for a moment and go think. If you have the money or the financial ability to do this, go take yourself on a little spa. It doesn't have to be outside of the state or on an actual vacation. Even if it's within your city, just take some time to yourself to just breathe, eat some food, and just think about what it is that you want for yourself, okay? For yourself and your baby. Oh, goodness, y'all. That one was crazy. We had some crazy ones tonight. We had some absolutely insane ones. We have a few more on the list, but let's save those. Let's save those for next time. I think we got through pretty much most of the insane ones. Let me see if there's any other crazy ones in here that I had saved. No, yeah, that was it. Those were my most insane ones. That's definitely a way to end it. I guess we can say if you're going through anything serious right now in your life or in your relationship, I hope that you are doing okay. Just know that you are not alone. There are people out there going through the same stuff, if not a lot worse. So you're not alone. I hope that you guys enjoyed your day today. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your night and sleep well tonight and wake up feeling great, because tomorrow's going to be a great day. Oh my gosh, next time we see each other is going to be Friday. I'm so excited. I love Fridays. It's going to be so awesome. I love you guys so much. Sleep well, everybody. Just also, before you go, I want to say, if you want to submit something, if you have a question, a situation, or anything like that, just want to get something off your chest, don't forget that the link is always in the description on YouTube, or you can also click the About section on Twitch and submit yours. Okay, guys. Good night.